These are the NBA players who hate each other. First, two players had a beef over one of the most famous girls on the planet. Ben Simmons used to be a different man. He actually played basketball and was actually good. So he wasn't only rewarded with millions of dollars and millions of followers. He attracted a bad Kendall Jenner. These two started going everywhere together, so of course the relationship went viral. At first, everything seemed all good, but one night changed everything. See, Ben hit up one of his NBA friends, Devin Booker, and they decided to go on a double date to one of the most popular restaurants in Hollywood. But this was the night Ben realized he had just introduced his girl to his friend, and she got stolen because Booker knows a thing or two about Kendall. And not even a week later, Kendall told the world she dropped Ben faster than he could hit a jumper.
What's happening with you and Devin Booker?
He's my boyfriend.
Now these two started being seen on date nights and at sporting events. Kendall even started showing up at Booker's games.
I watch every game. All my friends and family know that I sit with my phone wherever I am.
So with them knowing that Kendall will be watching when the Suns and 76ers faced off for the first time since the double date, Booker showed both Ben and Kendall who daddy was. He dropped 36 points on this dude's head after stealing his girl. The situation got everybody on Twitter talking about it. So it's safe to say, since everybody was clowning Ben, he ain't ever hopping on a Kardashian or social media again. Now, we have to talk about two players whose beef ended up in the studio. See, sometimes having the best season of your career isn't a good thing. Just ask Marvin Bagley. Because he played so well during his rookie year, many predicted he was set to become one of the league's biggest stars. But even though he was getting attention, none of it got to his head until he landed an opportunity to have the interview of a lifetime in front of millions. On ESPN's First Take, it was here Marvin ignited a beef with one of the NBA's best players because once he started asking about his rap career, he took things to the extreme.
But who is the best MC in the NBA?
Man, me.
So if Damian Lillard would accept that battle, would you do it here on First Take?
Man, whatever.
The dude really said all of that. He had to be off the hang. How are you going to be on live TV threatening Damian Lillard? Damian Lillard Dollar, like he's only worth a penny. Let's take a look at Damian Lillard on YouTube. You can see he's literally got songs with millions of views. He was about to let a young guy come for his neck with that type of disrespect, and right after Damian heard the news, he responded to Marvin saying, "Shoot." It only took Marvin a few hours. He dropped a song called No Debate with him and Damian on the cover art. But see, the lyrics of the song had nothing to even do with the beef. So it seemed like Marvin already had the song done before his interview and only claimed to be the NBA's best rapper, along with calling out Damian as a publicity stunt to promote his music. But Damian wasn't having it, and within just a few hours, he let Marvin know he might be the king of sack, but his raps are whack, and dropped a diss track.
This boy didn't call my name. Amateur bars, man. Look, I'm really solid like I said.
Now, at this point, we thought Marvin was done. Damian would have bobbed on both of his careers and won. Even the album art was clowning Marvin. So not only did everybody on Twitter have something to say about this, but Miles Bridges, an NBA rapper himself, was telling Damian to chill, and Joe Budden claimed that this beef was over. But come on now, nobody cares what this dude says, especially not Marvin. So even though he knew that no matter what anybody said, he was still king, he hopped on the mic one more time and dropped some heat.
I'm finna turn this game down to the chump change. I'm that main or that man or that mean, whatever you.
What the heck does that even mean? Are you gonna come at Damian Dollar and say something crazy like that? Marvin must have been starving for attention. The dude does play for the Kings, so there ain't much excitement in basketball, so maybe that explains why he took this situation to the extreme. But see, it didn't matter what he did, because Damian knows to take shots and not pump fake. And that's when he went back to back and turned himself into a drag. But speaking of NBA rappers, we have two players who started beefing over an NBA young boy. Yeah, the Magic selected Paolo Banchero with the #1 pick. His hype went to an all-time high and everybody wanted to see him play. So he was instantly invited out to one of the biggest summer league games with the other NBA players. At first, Paolo thought it would be a great opportunity, especially because he had the chance to share the court with the player who not only became an NBA All-Star, but grew up playing basketball with, DeJounte Murray. So the game should have been a lighthearted match, but after certain words were exchanged, things turned personal. During their matchup, both Paolo and DeJounte took over. At first, DeJounte got a steal and started talking. Then right after Paolo got 1 point, things were fired up. So on the very next play, DeJounte took things to a whole new level. Dang, with Paolo on him, not only did he fake him out, he turned a scrim into a dunk contest. DeJounte even called him a little boy and threw the ball at him like he was nothing. So after that, they kept going at it. Yeah, you can keep BallFlix going by subscribing and liking this video. Now with that all going down, of course the beef didn't stay in the gym. First, the heated matchup ended up all over ESPN, but eventually things got even crazier on the ground. Paolo called DeJounte out for unfollowing him and conned him for not guarding up and needing to send double teams. Then DeJounte replied, talking about how Paolo tried flexing his #1 pick status on him and that he's rocked Paolo ever since they were kids growing up in Seattle. He even made one more disrespectful post, and in the caption, he admitted it was disrespectful. Paolo put an end to this online beef, claiming DeJounte was just acting for the narratives. So when the boys matched up for the first time on the NBA court, fans anticipated who'd pull the trigger first. Both guys let their game do the talking. DeJounte dropped 20, Paolo dropped 20, and it turned out after the game, Paolo let us know the real reason DeJounte even started talking trash. At that pickup game, Paolo told him, "Young boy is better than young thug." And apparently, he just snapped. The dude really got upset over that, but at least their hate towards each other only went on for a few months. Now, how about the NBA players who've had beef for a decade? Yeah, right before these two stars joined the NBA, Joel Embiid had to show the world who the better pick was. Joel Embiid turned Marcus Smart into Marcus Dumb. Embiid made sure Smart could never forget this play by turning this moment into his first ever Instagram post. With the caption, "Not very smart to jump on that one," Embiid even cast shade at him in addition to the dunk, since it was evident that trolling someone's name wouldn't work. A conflict that followed them into the NBA was sparked. Yeah, you may now understand why Embiid's center dude loves giving suggestions, but we mean, that's gonna be a foul, right? As soon as they faced off in a tense semifinal contest, Embiid wanted to prevent Smart from having children. Smart was unable to even stand. Smart would never forget this, but at this point, things had become personal, and the next time they ran into one another, the enmity had reached a whole new level.
Marcus Smart and Embiid's going right back at him. The Sixers wisely keep.
As soon as he sent a cheap shot Smart's way, he got thrown to the ground like he was nothing. But it not only cost Smart the game, it even cost him 50 bands, and he got thrown out of the arena. So because that shove cost Smart a check, he sent a message at Embiid's neck that he wasn't playing around. But it was clear neither of them were over this beef.
Flip doesn't go. And a foul call.
My God, Embiid truly would have ripped this dude's hand off. This is the NBA, not the UFC. Can't just be doing that kind of stuff. But even though the game continued after things calmed down, during post-game interviews, Smart let us know that this beef will never end.
I stopped play, my arm's still stuck in there and he tries to break it. And then I'm the only one that gets attacked.
Dang, Smart would really crack the dude's head just for trying to snap his arm. Embiid's got to be careful because some beef turns into life-threatening injuries, career-ruining scandals, and even balls to the face. See, ruining careers can't be possible when there are strange things that are not allowed in the NBA, like shoes, dunks, even eating straws. Yeah, these are the weirdest bans in NBA history.